So in this video, I will be talking about 17 things I've learned in 17 years while baking a cake. So this was inspired by Carly Kloss and Hannah Pangilinan, and I'm just really inspired that they've shared their wisdom. The reason why I do this in the age of 17 is because next year I'll be turning 18, and since that's the age of legality and transitioning of being an adult, this may be the last year of being a teenager for me as a title, but I'm still a child at heart. So let's start. Number 1, your history can be your testimony. Whatever pain you've felt in the past or maybe encountering right now, know that in your heart can also inspire a lot of people who are going the same things as you. You can never please anyone. Despite how good your intentions are, despite how pure your heart is, despite that you're not looking down on other people, there will always be other people that you wouldn't please, because that's not your purpose. Your purpose is not to please the satisfaction of other human beings like you. True friends say it to your face, not to your Facebook. Know that that is an action of love, because they want to bring out the best in you and they want to protect you as well, and they don't want you to be in harm. That's why they are correcting you. So yeah, that's that. Surround yourself with people who share the same values as you and who also brings out the best in you, and be that kind of friend as well. So next is happiness is based on happiness, while joy is everlasting. Don't put your happiness and don't put your worth on temporary things. Having joy in your heart is knowing that despite all the trials, despite all the problems, you know that there is peace in your heart. Correcting is different from condemning. Next is, don't rush things. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. There's no growth without change, and there's no change without pain. Pain is important. My mom and dad always tells me this, is that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And what's most important is what you've learned through the journey. So what I've said a while ago, your past doesn't define yourself. Your past doesn't define your identity. There's always room for improvement and room for always bringing out the best in yourself, and for always learning as well. So don't give up, and most importantly, learn through the process. It's okay to leave toxic relationships. Next is don't bleach your hair. Just don't do it. But if you have the money, if you have the money to make your hair healthy again, and of course I know that your hair, your say, Dove sponsor me. But if it in terms of art, in terms of expressing yourself, go for it. But know the consequences, because I've learned mine. It's like a tough commitment. So be careful. Next is this is also based on a verse in Ephesians chapter 4 verse 26. Don't let the sun go down while you're still angry. Parents or guardians always knows best. This is our timeline. Our parents or our guardians are already here. We are just going through that. So whenever they give us tips, whenever they give us advice, it only means they already been through that. They already know what's gonna happen. They already know what's gonna be the result. So they are just protecting you. They are just guiding you. So if you think that they're becoming a killjoy or what, know that they just really love you that much, to the point that they don't want you to experience anything or any problems as well. They are just trying to protect you. Guard your heart and know your worth. The 15th thing that I've learned is Worrying, worrying is useless and meaningless as well. Instead of worrying, think of what can you do to solve it and to prevent it. Don't just stick to worrying. You have to move. You have to do something. You have to provide a certain action. The second to the last is the most important to me. And actually, this also has been stated to Hannah's video, because it really does affect me as a whole person, which is let go and let God. Know that God has amazing plans for you, plans to prosper. God loves you so much to the point that He created you and knows you before He even said, "Let there be light." He knows what He's doing, so trust the process. Because there are many times that I've also felt that, God, like, where are you in this time? But then I will just be in awe, like, whoa. No wonder you let me go through this. Know your worth, because your worth is that you're a child of God. God who created you and known you and loved you ever since the start of time, and that love won't change as well. So He knows what's going on and He won't leave you broken. Seventeenth thing, I'm third in 17 years. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just literally just 17. I have a lot to learn, and God has a lot of things to reveal for me, and I'm really excited. Why is the scandal taller and me? So, anyways, actually 17 things can't suffice what I've learned throughout my life. But I guess I have to give something, right? So the 17th thing I've learned in 17 years is that I have a lot to learn even more.